Greetings, YouTube. I'm 5'8". 10 years ago, I weighed 230 pounds. Today, I weigh 168 pounds. So, I'm somewhat familiar with having body issues. I wasn't really happy about being that heavy, but it was a slow process, and it really didn't kick into high gear until I started seeing a dietitian. So anyone out there who would like to lose weight or get themselves in better condition, I definitely recommend seeing a dietitian. She did wonders for me. But thankfully, society is a lot less cruel to men who have weight problems than women. A woman that's 5 pounds overweight takes far more crap than I ever did well over 50 pounds or 60 pounds overweight. That isn't fair. Never has been, never will be. People are people. And I tend to look at them now, and I freely admit that I still comment about someone's weight, but now it's usually related to their health. I see them and I go, that's not good. That's not healthy for that person to be that size. And it has less to do with how they appear. Unfortunately, occasionally people who are very large do dress in a manner that isn't particularly appropriate for their size. Something I tried to take care of when I was large, I made sure I actually dressed for my weight. Didn't wear a lot of spandex, you know what I mean? But I try to be kind, compassionate. Not just because I've been there, but because that's what we should do. We shouldn't be cruel to each other. This weekend I saw a news report about a new fashion designer that has hired size 12 and 14 models to show his new line. And apparently, this has caused a bit of a kerfuffle amongst the fashionistas. I guess they would prefer if their models all were in the 0 to 2 range, as opposed to the 12 to 14 range, which is, the range that your average woman on the street is. I've always found this fascinating. Why designers come up with these incredibly complex, strange outfits, most of which are never going to see the light of day as far as actual streetwear, but they design them for women that are also never going to see the light of day as your average bit of streetwear. Your average person isn't a size 0, it's a size 2. My wife is a size 2 or 4, depending on what the piece of clothing is, but she's also 5'1", and she's lost a whole lot of weight because she worked at it hard. She's now at a healthy weight, exercises regularly, has a decent diet. But she's not a stick. She's not a twig, and I've seen some models out there that were just way too thin. A size 12 or 14 model, quite frankly, would be refreshing. She would look like an ordinary average woman. A woman with curves. And frankly, I'm kind of fond of curves. I know, I may sound like a sexist, and I apologize. But I can't quite grasp why designers don't design more clothes for the people who might actually be willing to buy them and wear them. I mean, there are women out there that go to a lot of effort to be a size 2. More power to them as long as they're doing it for the right reason. They're doing it because they want to be healthy, because they want to make sure they live long and they enjoy that life. Then I'm all for it. But people who are losing weight just because they want to fit into that size 2, that's not so healthy. And showing size 12 or 14 models showing off new fashions, I think is healthy. Now in America, we have our icons. And one of the greatest icons of all was Marilyn Monroe. A gorgeous woman who tragically died young. And she had one of the most curvaceous, attractive builds that's ever graced the silver screen. And she was a size 16. Most people don't seem to realize that. She wasn't a waif. She was a woman. She had curves like a woman. I've seen a line online numerous times actually that said, if I wanted to date a woman built like a 10-year-old boy, I'd date a 10-year-old boy. Because women are supposed to have curves. And that's correct. And I appreciate women from all sizes and shapes. I appreciate women who are built like ballerinas, and I appreciate women who are built like Queen Latifah. It all depends on the woman. The important thing is they're satisfied with themselves, that they're centered, that they think they themselves are beautiful. That's far more important, frankly, far sexier, than looking to somebody else to decide for them whether they are or are not attractive. So I really would love if the fashionistas would just calm down and accept that most women are not size zeros or size 2s. That they're larger than that. That they come in all sizes. And they might just want to wear fashions that look good on their size. That doesn't seem all that unreasonable. I mean, I'm a pretty easy person to dress. I put a t-shirt on, I throw on a pair of jeans or a pair of Carhartt work pants, and I'm good to go. I don't much care about fashion, never have. Though I freely admit, I pick out t-shirts that I like. But I'm not the only person in the world. And the people in the world that do like fashion probably want fashion that fits them, that suits their build, that accentuates how they really are built, makes them happy, makes them feel good about themselves, helps reinforce their own mental image of themselves in a positive way. You gotta get clothes. You gotta wear stuff, to cover yourself in this world. So you might as well look good. You might as well enjoy what you're wearing. It'd be kind of nice if the fashion designers of the world figured that out too.